Roses are red, violets are blue. This is OCG Thursday from me to you. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more excellent content. So, we have Rose Dragons for our first beautiful deck for the day, and this deck has got a lot of cool stuff going on for it. So, Basil Rose Shoot, or a Basil Rose Shoot. Special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. If this that card is destroyed and target one of your Black Rose or one monster specifically, list that card in its text that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. So you get a quick play Monster Reborn for any Rose Dragon, which is free real estate, to be honest with you. So, we have triple copies of Ash, Blossom, and Joy Spring. Of course, we got to have our hand traps. We have one copy of Dragunity, Goose, or Grisarme? We have one copy of Legatus, and then we have triple copies of Remus. And then we only have two copies of Max C. Understandable, the card's not quite what it used to be, and it's still very good. It's busted, actually. So we have one copy of Baby Rock, one Brotar, triple copies of Gamma, triple copies of the Cobalt Hedgehog. So this is actually going to be important because you're going to be able to revive these for extenders for your synchro plays. Alright? We have the one copy of the Red Rose Dragon. And then we have triple copies of the Rocks Rose Dragon. So if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one card that specifically lists Black Rose in its text from your deck to your hand. So we can add the extender, or we can get the blooming of the darkest rose. Alright, so whichever. If they face up Rose, Dragon, monsters, and or plant synchro monsters you control, destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you get to recur this back to your hands. So this will actually be an extender for a follow-up turn. We have one Spore, one Tempest, triple copies of White Rose Dragon, one Side-Frame Driver. Spells, we have triple of the Basil Rose Shoot, one Black Rose Garden, two copies of Called by the Grave, two copies of Veiled Dragon Ravine. We have one Foolish Burial, one Harpy's Feather Duster, one Monster Reborn, one Terraforming, and then we have the one copy of Blooming of the Darkest Rose. Alright, wrapping up the main deck here. Extra deck down here, we have the one Striker Dragon, the one Heretic Heavenly Spheres, one copy of Helki Fibrex, one Cross Rose Dragon, one copy of the Soldier of Chaos, one copy of Senshin, one copy of the Shooting Riser Dragon, two copies of the Garden Rose Main, because you're going to be able to tutor for our Black Garden here. Free +1s are always greatly appreciated. One Dawn Dragster, one Gatorge, one Crystal Wing, and then the new Super Black Rose Dragon. So it's one tuner plus one or more non-tuner to make this. So entirely generic on a level 10, which is always a good thing. So if this card is Synchro Summon, you can banish as many cards as possible from the graveyards. Alright, so free Queen Sweeps. Sorry, Eldritch. Alright? Then, if this card was Synchro Summoned using a Black Rose Dragon or a Plant Synchro Monster as material, you can destroy all their cards on the field. When your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card or card's quick effect, you can tribute this card to negate that activation, and then you can special summon one Black Rose Dragon, actually from your extra deck or your graveyard. So you do get the recursion aspect of this back, which is actually pretty good. Then we have one copy of Black Rose Dragon. Extra deck here we have two Nibiru, two copies of Retaliating Sea, triple copies of Dark World No More, and then we have triple copies of Dragunity of the Hurricane. So if only your opponent controls a monster, special summon one Dragunity tuner and one Wing Beast Dragunity monster from your deck, but their effects are negated. If your opponent controls a monster special summon from the extra deck, immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro Summon one Dragon Synchro monster using only Dragunity monsters you control, and for the rest of this turn, if this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Dragon monsters. So, cool little impact here. We actually get access to this, because what? No, we can make 6 or 7. So yeah, we can't even get into the Blood Rose, but alright. So we can technically make Gatorge. I guess it's a little interesting interaction here. 2 copies of the Lightning Storm, 2 copies of the MST, and 1 copy of Red Reboot. Actually, we could bring out the Shooting Riser. Then, you get an additional dump. That's interesting. I like this little interaction here. Just sets up for more synchro plays. Alright. Next up for you guys today, we have Infinitrack. Now, we've been seeing the whole little Machina Infinitrack toolbox kind of taking off in the TCG as of late. It's definitely like under the radar for cool combo picks for things that you can do. So, seeing that this deck still functionally operates pretty much the same way in the OCG is actually pretty cool. So we have, of course, the one Ancient Gearbox. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this card's playability and overall value is amazing in this deck. We have triple copies of Lancia, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 copies of Ghost Bell in the Haunted Mansion, triple copies of Anchor Drill, 2 copies of Brutal Dozer, triple copies of Harvester, 2 copies of Trencher, 1 Tunneler, 1 copy of Citadel, triple copies of Maxi, 1 Skullmeister, and 1 Bullet Train. I'm actually surprised they're not playing the Metal Cruncher, because Metal Cruncher is effectively, full combo? It's literally 1 card. We also have 2 copies of Call by the Grave, triple copies of Heavy Forward, 1 Prosperity, triple copies of Urgent Schedule, 1 Imperm, 1 Red Reboot, and triple copies of Solemn Strike. Extra deck here, we have 1 Goliath. Trust me here. Goliath makes the world go round for this deck. The fact that this card actually exists is absurd. Alright, we have the 1 Anger Knuckler, of course the 1 Ballista, much like the TCG version. Like I said, box plus this is like opens up so many cool doors. Of course, you have True King of All Calamities because you actually get access to this good card. 1 Inner Blafnir, 1 copy of the 7 Sins, 2 Stormer, 1 copy of the Mountain Smasher. That's interesting. 1 copy of Earth Slicer, 1 Zeus, 1 Dingrisu, and then 1 copy of Omega. Side deck here, we have 1 Godarla, 1 Nibiru, 2 copies of Gamma, 1 Driver, 1 Dark Ruler No More, 1 Droplet, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 copies of Twin Twister, 2 Exceed Encore, and 1 copy of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up Infinitrack combo. Like I said, I'm surprised that they're not playing Metal Cruncher over here, because considering like this 1 card full combo, obviously like uninterrupted, but with that being said, it is pretty good. So, very interesting take on the Earth combo potential though. Alright, so, as many of you know, the OCG loves their really intricate combo decks. Like, some of these things are relatively amazing. So, by modern standards, when you see a 60-card deck running around and you're like, alright, you have to realize that the OCG still has grass, which means that their combo potential goes through the roof. So this is combo.deck, essentially. You have the full Thunder package, you have the full Orcus package. Basically, you also have access to basic Chaos Dragon things in here as well. So basically everything that you could want for a resource pool. Oh, and you also get access to the Buster Lock in this deck. So think about that, alright? This is what life is like in the OCG, and it's beautiful. So we have 1 copy of Assault Beast because the whole Psychic Kappa Reflector shenanigans. 2 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, triple copies of Lavioneer, 1 copy of Chaos Emperor the Pendulum, triple copies of Mothman, 2 Nessie, 2 Jackalope, triple copies of Tsuchinoko, 2 copies of Malicious, 1 Destrudo, 1 copy of Dot Scraper, 1 copy of the Dragon Buster the Destruction Sword, of course, 2 copies of Fairy Tale Snow. The pure insanity that they still have this and they're still able to abuse this, especially dropping this off of Curious as an extender, is nuts. 1 Jet Synchron, 1 O-Lion, 1 Symbol Skeleton, 1 Harpora, 1 Orcus Nightmare, triple Reflector, triple copies of Raiden, 2 copies of Dragon Dark, 1 Dragon Hawk, 2 copies of Dragon Roar, and 2 copies of the White Dragon Wyvern Buster. Spells: 2 Call by the Grave, triple copies of Chaos Space, triple charge of Light Brigade, 2 copies of Emergency Teleport, 1 Foolish Barrel, 1 Gold Sark, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 for 1, 2 copies of That Grass Looks Greener, with of course the 1 Assault Mode Activate and the 1 copy of Crescendo. Extra deck here, 1 Union Carrier, 1 Saruja, 1 Link Kribo, 1 IP, 1 Heavenly Spheres, 1 Galtea, 1 Curious, 1 Hauk, 1 Apollosa, 1 Dugaris the Timeless, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Dingrisu, 1 Chaos Ruler, 1 Borreload Savage, and the 1 copy of the Thunder Dragon Colossus. Side deck here, we have triple copies of Droll Lockbird, triple copies of Ghost of Mourner, triple copies of Gnome Material, triple copies of Maxi, and triple copies of Nibiru, wrapping up your chunk of OCG deck profiles for this week. We are on the clasp of 2 ban lists, alright? They'll probably drop soonish. I'm definitely looking forward to those. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more excellent content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for some more cool, awesome content. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.